Hi, and welcome to the Dream Awake podcast.
So I want you to write down what comes to mind when you think about life purpose. What is the first thing that comes to mind? Next question is, what would you say if you could locate it? What is the struggle that you have when you think about life purpose? What's the struggle that you face? And when you think about this struggle, it could be, I don't know what it is. It could be it's too hard. It could be there's not enough resources. It could be I'm not good enough. I don't have the right degree. There's all sorts of stuff. And there might be many layers to it, right? When you think about life purpose and the struggle that you're faced with that, what emotions come up for you? What are the limiting emotions that arise? Is there fear? And write down whatever comes to you. I'm going to give you guys some ideas. Is there shame? Is there regret? Is there uncertainty? Sadness? Resistance? What are some of the emotions that come up when you think about this challenge? Stagnation? Anger? Blame? Doubt? And what are some of the thoughts that come up? So when you're thinking about life purpose and you're feeling that challenge, what are some of these beliefs that enter into your mind? I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'll never succeed. I'm not worthy of it. I'm not ready. I don't have the right degree. They'll laugh at me. I'm afraid of showing my face. They're better than me. What are some of these thoughts that go through your mind? So write down some of those core thoughts, because those thoughts are actually the pieces that are holding us back. It's very simple. It's the thoughts that are holding us back, and the thoughts are holding the emotions. And when they have that type of power over us, they stop us from moving forward. They stop us from showing up fully. Yeah. Yeah, what are some of the thoughts that go through your mind when you think about the struggle with your life purpose? I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I can't do it. I'm afraid. What if they don't like me? And I guarantee you we're all having similar thoughts, because we're all born into a culture of similar beliefs. And we do grow up with different family backgrounds and different family dynamics. Some of our parents were more empowered, so they empowered us more, and some of them were not. Women are less empowered just because of the cultural dynamic of where we're at. Women were not encouraged to live their purpose. It wasn't too long ago where women were only meant to stay at home and take care of the children. So we're breaking through all of those subtle belief systems. They're no longer our belief systems, but they're in the subtle field with us, because that's what we saw embodied when we were children. And for men, I have to be the breadwinner, I've got to make the money, and then all of your identity gets hooked on that. And if you're not doing that, then who are you? So, and these are all cultural imprints, but they're not truly who we are. So writing down these beliefs, knowing that they seem very personal, but they're actually collective beliefs. And each thought has a different severity according to what our individual programming and upbringing was. Okay, so next question. If you felt into the challenge right now, if you feel it like, there's resistance, there's fear, feel into it right now, what would the texture be? Because energy, emotion, thoughts hold texture in our body, in our energy field. They also send subconscious signals out to the people in our life, to the opportunities that we have or we don't have. everything's communicating on an energetic level. We think, oh, I said the wrong thing. Not usually, it's your energy said the wrong thing. And so if you tuned into what the texture is it heavy, is it prickly, is it festering, is it oozing, is it metallic, is it hard? What is it? What would the texture be? Usually just put down the first texture that comes to mind. What would the color be? So if there was a color, brown, black, red, gray. Colors also, you may have heard of the aura. We hold different frequencies of color in our aura, and they become stronger according to whatever we're focusing on or whatever is focusing on us, and that's limiting us. And so if you feel really stuck, you might feel a lot of black or a lot of brown. So just write what the color is. And then I want you to write down what your earliest memory is of feeling a similar way. So you may have been triggered by this yesterday, you may be feeling it yesterday. But when was the first time you remember feeling a similar way about living and expressing yourself fully? When was the first time that you can remember feeling that same way that you just wrote down in your life? And there may be areas or times in your life that are totally blank. And just like me when I got into tapping, and I have blank areas for sure earlier. When I got into tapping, I had a lot of blank areas. And just as a side story with me, I had a lot of memories around sexual abuse that had been blocked. And I didn't remember them at all. And then when I started tapping, the memories started to come up. And so when I ask you, what's your earliest memory? It's your earliest memory now. When you start clearing memories, there's patches of your life that start to open up that you remember. You're like, oh wow, I remember what my ceiling looked like when I was 5 years old, because you've opened up time frames in your life. Because what happens when we have trauma in our life and we weren't able to resolve it, the easiest thing to do was to turn it off and forget that it happened. And when we numb areas of our life, whole sections get numbed as well. And we're going back into some of those places. So when I ask you sometimes tonight, how does it feel? You may also say, you might feel numb. You're like, I don't know what I feel. Because it was training to not feel it. It was safer to not feel it. And so when I ask you to write the memory, whatever comes to you as your earliest memory will do, okay? All right, and who was involved in that memory? Write down the person or the people that were involved. And this person could be someone that you blame. Who do you blame or who do you hold responsible? And it could be a person, it could be like mom and dad, or it could be a brother or sister, a stepmother, a stepfather. It could also be the school system. It could be society. It could be God. It could be aliens. You could blame anything. And if you really blame it inside, it's real for you. So who do you blame for this happening? Who do you blame for your struggle? Or who do you hold responsible for that happening earlier on? Okay, and then if you had a reason for why you are blocking your life purpose, what would that reason be? And the subconscious is very smart. It doesn't do anything because it's just random. It's blocking you for a reason because it thinks something. Maybe it thinks it's protecting you. Maybe it thinks it's trying to prove a point. Maybe it's trying to punish you or to punish someone else. A lot of the time, though, most of the time, it's some form of protection. I'm not doing it because I need to protect myself from da-da-da-da-da. So what would be your reason for not fully living all of your expression? Okay? And you may find this question clearly evident after the tapping session, but just as a brush on the top of the surface right now, what would be happening in your life if this did not exist? If this challenge did not exist? All right. Okay, so to do is we're going to do a little oath to start with, because we're all going to be voicing our experiences. We're going to be saying how we feel. We're going to be revealing to everyone, basically, because you're going to hear other people process. So this is a little safety container that we're creating with an oath that nothing leaves this room, okay? So everyone raise your hand and repeat after me. I commit to create a safe space.
I commit to create a safe space.
And be courageous of my experience.
And be courageous of my experience.
And to honor everyone else's experience.
And to honor everyone else's experience.
And I promise not to go up to anyone afterwards.
And I promise not to go up to anyone afterwards.
And say, I have your solution.
And say, I have your solution.
Bow to my feet.
Bow to my feet.
Unless they ask me first.
Unless they ask me first.
I promise to keep this safe and loving.
I promise to keep this safe and loving.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, great. So we're all in it together, right?
Yes.
What you feel is what I feel, which is what everyone feels. We all feel the same emotions. We all have very similar thoughts. It's really not personal, even though we like to hide it because we think we're the only one with it. But the truth is we all have it. And we get to practice being vulnerable, because when we admit that, oh, I'm going through this, it doesn't have a charge anymore. It has no hold over us. And in actual fact, it gives everyone else permission to relax as well. It's like, oh, you too, okay, right? So we're all in it together. All right, we have got some awesome material to start with. I love it. So we're going to dive right in. Let's all just start massaging underneath the collarbone. And I want you to tune into your overwhelm. I want you to tune into the challenge that you just said that you were faced with living your purpose. The difficulty, the fear, the frustration, feeling too small, not good enough, lacking the discipline, feels too risky, can't start, all of that stuff. Just feel into it right now. All of that, that's pretty overwhelming when you think of it all at once, right? So just tune into it, take a big deep breath and release a big sigh. Good. Tapping the center of the chest. So I'm going to create a script. You're going to repeat after me. If the word isn't accurate, if I say I feel really scared and you don't feel scared, you feel angry, change the word to match your experience. If you don't know what you feel, give the word a try. And then basically I'm prodding and poking you to see if something comes out. If something does come out, that is the gift, because then we get to love it, okay? All right, even though I've been really challenged with my life purpose.
Even though I've been really challenged with my life purpose.
I feel like I don't have the time.
I feel like I don't have the time.
It's too hard.
It's too hard.
And I don't know where to begin.
And I don't know where to begin.
It feels like way too much.
It feels like way too much.
And I'm doubting myself.
And I'm doubting myself.
I'm doubting if it can really happen.
I'm doubting if it can really happen.
I'm doubting if I can even be it.
I'm doubting if I can even be it.
I don't know where to begin.
I don't know where to begin.
I feel so stuck.
I feel so stuck.
I'm feeling stuck around my life purpose.
I'm feeling stuck around my life purpose.
Tapping between the brows, tune into that stuck feeling right now. And I want you to tune into the intensity level of all of this struggle that you're having around your life purpose. What would the number be if there was a number right now? 0 to 10. What's the number? It's A, and name your number. Even though it's A, and name the number.
Even though it's
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though I'm really challenged here.
Even though I'm really challenged here.
And part of me doesn't think I can do it.
And part of me doesn't think I can do it.
I'm open to loving and accepting myself.
I'm open to loving and accepting myself.
Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping the temples. I forgive myself for all of this struggle.
I forgive myself for all this struggle.
And for how hard I've tried to break through.
And for how hard I tried to break through.
Or to hear what it truly is.
Or to hear what it truly is.
Or to believe in myself more.
Or to believe in myself more.
And how much I've been putting myself down.
And how much I've been putting myself down.
And comparing myself to others.
Comparing myself to others.
It makes me feel really, what's the worst emotion that comes up when you feel that? It makes me feel, tapping the cheeks, it makes me feel, name it again. Tapping underneath the nose, I feel really, name what that is. When I think about living my life purpose.
When I think about living my life purpose.
So I just want you to feel that emotion that's there, because that emotion is what's between you and living it, right? So just feel it, be with it, even though it's uncomfortable, even though you wish it wasn't there, just be with it, and let's just honor the fact that it is there for a moment, right? What does it feel like in your body? What's the texture of it? It feels like, and name the texture. This feeling of, and name what the emotion is. This feeling of tapping underneath the lips when I think about living my life purpose.
When I think about living my life purpose.
And how I'm struggling with, and what part of that are you struggling with, and how I'm struggling with, and not knowing how to move forward.
Not knowing how to move forward.
Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. Tapping the center of the chest. I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
For holding myself back.
For holding myself back.
For feeling helpless.
For feeling helpless.
Confused.
Confused.
And lost.
And lost.
And not trusting myself.
And not trusting myself.
I haven't been trusting myself.
I haven't been trusting myself.
Tune into the area within you that hasn't been trusting yourself, that's been holding yourself back. I want you to tune into what that feels like to hold yourself back. How does that feel in your life when you're holding yourself back and not trusting yourself? Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Good. Tapping the front of the ribs. I haven't been trusting myself.
I haven't been trusting myself.
I've been really scared about, and what have you been scared about?
I've been really scared about.
So I haven't been trusting myself.
So I haven't been trusting myself.
Because this fear of, and name what it is, is really holding me back.
It's really holding me back.
This fear of, and name what it is,
This fear of
makes me feel, and what does it make you feel? And that ruins my purpose.
and that ruins my purpose.
That stops my self-expression.
That stops my self-expression.
Stops my confidence.
Stops my confidence.
It stops my creativity.
Stops my creativity.
When I feel, name what that feeling is.
When I feel.
And when I think, and name what that thought is.
When I think.
I become blocked.
I become blocked.
When I think,
When I think.
I become blocked.
I become blocked.
Tapping the side of the ribs. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. When I think, name what it is.
When I think.
I can no longer hear my soul.
I can no longer hear my soul.
When I think, name what it is.
When I think.
I can no longer see my life purpose.
I can no longer see my life purpose.
Because it blocks me from seeing it.
Because it blocks me from seeing it.
And it makes me feel, and name that emotion.
And it makes me feel.
And that clouds the whole experience.
And that clouds the whole experience.
So tune into how when you're thinking that and when you're feeling that, tune into a recent situation that has occurred when you're thinking and feeling that. And tune into how that moment you got blocked from fully expressing yourself. And it was that thought and that emotion that blocked you. And just lean into that situation and how that felt when that was happening. Now I want you to times that situation and the feeling of that situation by 50%. Because we're really going to get intimate with the feeling so that we can know what we're letting go of, right? So just really feel it now. Give yourself permission to feel what that feels like. Times it by 75%. Really get on the edge of it, even though it's uncomfortable and even though you really wish it wasn't there. Let's just feel it. 75%. Times it by 100% now. Really get into it. Take a big, deep breath and release a big sigh. I'm ready to clear this.
I'm ready to clear this.
So that I can be free.
So that I can be free.
Hear my purpose.
Hear my purpose.
Believe in my purpose.
Believe in my
And
purpose.
follow through with my purpose.
Follow through with my purpose.
I am ready to clear this belief of.
I am ready to clear this belief of.
Big deep breath, big sigh. Are you guys ready to clear it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Tapping the wrist. Let's take you into a memory then. Let's go back to your earliest memory of feeling and thinking that thought. What was happening in your life when you totally got shut down with expressing your potential, expressing your creative gifts, expressing yourself to the world? Tune into that right now. I'm going to take you on a journey into really feeling it, because the way we heal it is we feel it. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to see what was happening. Who was involved?
Help. I have done it.
How old were you?
Again.
What was happening?
I have been here.
Okay, now repeating after me. I was, and name what you were doing. And who was involved? Name the person that was involved. And what did they do? And that made me feel. What did it make you feel? I felt really. Name what it is. When what happened? When? And I started believing. What did you start believing? And I've been believing it ever since. I want you to really feel that as in that earlier version of yourself right now in that moment. Feel into that moment right now as that earlier version of you. I want you to feel what that felt like in your body as that took place. What was the blow about that particular situation that really hurt you? The most painful part was, and say what it was, the most painful part was, and I doubted myself ever since. Tapping the next finger, the most painful part was, and I've been struggling ever since. I've been doubting myself ever since. I've been holding myself back. Ever since what happened, ever since. And I've been hating myself for that. And I've been holding myself back. Making excuses. For not trying. Not putting myself out there. Just in case that happens again. I've been not trying. Just in case what happens. Just in case. And it's understandable. That was really painful. And I never want to experience that again. And so I've been holding myself back. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh.
Is that alright?
Tapping the next finger, but I really want to live. I really want to live fully. And I'm sick of holding myself back. I'm sick of thinking I'm not good enough. I'm sick of being afraid of rejection. I'm sick of thinking they might say no. Like they did then. I'm sick of holding myself back. I want to live. I just want to express myself. I just want to be free. I'm sick of doubting myself. I'm ready to let it go. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I forgive myself for feeling. What did you feel? And for believing, and then what you're believing. I forgive myself for believing, name what it is. It's possible it's not true.
It's possible it's not true.
It's possible someone just taught me a bad program.
It's possible somebody just taught me about a program
Because they didn't know better.
because they didn't know better.
Because someone gave them that program.
Because someone gave them that program.
And they passed it on to me.
And they passed it on to me.
And I've been confused and powerless ever since.
And I've been confused and powerless ever since.
Just like them.
Just like them.
Big deep breath, big sigh. I forgive myself
I forgive myself
for holding myself back.
for holding myself back.
I forgive myself
I forgive myself
for how painful that was.
for how painful that was.
When what happened? Name what it was. When what I really needed in that situation was what?
What I really needed in that situation was
I really needed
I really needed,
and I didn't get it.
and I didn't get it.
I really needed,
I really needed,
and the bastards didn't give it to me.
and the bastards didn't give it to me.
Instead, they gave me what? And I thought that's what I was worthy of.
And I thought that's what I was worthy of.
Because that's what they gave me.
Because that's what they gave me.
Tapping the little finger. I want you to tune into that moment right now. Tapping the little finger. Tune into that little version of you. The innocent, the vulnerable, the curious, the playful. That purity inside of you that was just so innocently expressing yourself in freedom and in joy. And then bam! You can't be like that. You're not allowed to be like that. That's not allowed. Tune into that blow from all of that expansion because you were there. You were there in that moment. Tapping the side of the hand. You were living your highest expression in that moment. That was your highest expression. Just because someone didn't recognize it, see it, or appreciate it, didn't mean it wasn't right. And tune into that moment before you took the blow. That moment of just, yes, this is me! And then bam. Tapping the top of the head. Tune into the blow now. Tune into the shrinking. Tune into the hiding. Tune into the doubt. Tune into the holding back. The fear that came out from that. Tune into how your body changed. What did your body feel like when that happened? What happened to your life force when that happened? Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Tapping between the brows. I love and deeply accept myself. I'm a powerful human being. I'm worthy of expressing myself. I'm worthy of listening to my truth. I'm worthy of being free. And creatively express. I'm worthy of giving it a go. I'm worthy of giving it a try.
I'm worthy of giving it a try.
Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping the brow, the temples. I'm worthy of giving it a try.
I'm worthy of giving it a try.
It's possible I was worthy of. What did you need in that situation? It's possible I was worthy of. Even though I didn't get it. Tapping the cheeks. It's possible I was worthy of. Even though I didn't get it. It's possible I was worthy of. Even though they didn't give it to me. And I've been worthy of it this whole time. And I'm done with pretending I'm not worthy. I am worthy. And I'm ready to receive. And name what you needed to receive in that moment. I'm ready to receive. Tapping underneath the nose. I'm ready to receive. And I'm making up for lost time. Because I'm worthy of, and name what it is. And I've been worthy my whole life. And I'm not waiting any longer. I'm not letting anyone's no put me down. I'm not letting anyone's frustration let me down. I'm not letting anyone's disbelief let me down. I'm not letting any challenge let me down. I'm going for it now. And I'm worthy of receiving. And name what it is you're worthy of receiving. Do you guys really want to receive that now? Yes? Okay, let's do it. So I want you to tune into that moment where you didn't receive it. Tune into how you felt in that moment when you didn't receive it. I want you to feel what you felt like when you didn't receive it. Feel that emotion right now. Times it by 50%. Really get into it. Really feel what that felt like when you didn't receive it. Times it by 75%. Times it by 100%. Really feel it. Be in it right now. Now I want you to open your eyes as if you're looking out into that picture, wherever you are in that movie right now. And I want you to see your higher self walking into the picture. What does your higher self look like? Who is your higher self? How do they hold their body? How do they stand as they look over to you in your hurt, wounded state, in your doubt, in your pain, your anger, in your fear? Walk over to that earlier version of you right now and wrap them in your arms in a great big hug. I want your higher self to meet that earlier version of you right now. And I want you to be met by that love of your higher self. Feel that earlier version of you in all that pain. Now relax. Take a big deep breath. Release a big sigh. I'm worthy of this love. Tapping the chest. I'm worthy of this appreciation. And I'm receiving it now. I'm receiving it from my higher self. Tune into any fear around really receiving it from your higher self right now. Tune into any, I'm not going to receive it because I'm not worthy of it, or I won't receive it because then I'll be let down if I receive it, or any excuses you have to fully receiving the love, the support, the dignity, the purity, and the self-expression of your higher self right now. Tune into that right now. And let yourself feel the resistance to receiving it fully. Take a big deep breath into that resistance, release a big sigh. I'm worthy of receiving, and name what it is you wanted to receive. I'm worthy of receiving. breath, big sigh. So I want you to tune into that picture right now of you receiving it, tapping the front of the ribs. When you fully receive that as your earlier self, as your earlier self really receives it, what happens to you? How does it change you in that moment when you receive it? What do you do in response to fully receiving it, tapping the side of the ribs? What happens when you fully receive it? And what do you do as a result of receiving and feeling that gift from yourself? It makes me, what does it make you do?
It makes me sad.
It makes me. And it feels really, what are the top 3 emotions that you feel? And it makes me want to do more of what? And I'm ready to do it now. And I'm open to forgiving and who was involved for holding me back. And making me think I couldn't do it. I'm open to forgiving and name the person or the people for making me doubt myself. Because they were doubting themselves. Tapping the side of the wrist. So is it possible that their pain was just getting passed on to you and it wasn't really intentional, it was just someone told them that and then they told you that, right? Do you think that someone who fully believes in themselves and is totally self-expressed in their soul's purpose is going to say, you can't do that, you're not good enough, ha, look at you? They're not, are they? Right? So is it possible that someone did the same thing that they did to you to them? Is it possible that they had the same treatment and they just didn't know how to heal it themselves in the same way you haven't known either? So do you think that perhaps maybe they're worthy of some forgiveness? Yes. And it doesn't make it right what happened. It just means that maybe we can let it go now and recognize that we've all just had some weird patterns. Okay? So tapping the side of the thumb. I'm open to forgiving and just name who's involved. I'm open to forgiving. And for how they taught me, what did they teach you? Because that's what they were taught. I'm open to forgiving and name the person or the people for not knowing better. They didn't know better. I'm open to forgiving and just name the person. And the people that taught them that. And the people that taught them that. All the way back through all the generations. I'm clearing it for my whole generational line now. I'm clearing it for my ancestors. And I'm clearing it for the future generations. Because we deserve to live our life purpose. We deserve to be wild and free. Self-expressed. Creative. Full of love. Passion. Creativity. We deserve to live our soul purpose. We all do. And I'm forgiving my family line now. For not being fully expressed. And for doubting themselves. And showing me how to doubt. I'm clearing it for my mom. And how my mom has doubted herself. Clearing it for my dad. And how my dad has resisted. I'm clearing it for their parents. And I'm clearing it for their time they lived in. for everyone. As we feel it for everyone, we clear the past and we create a new future. Tune into it for everyone right now. Feel what everyone has been feeling. Feel all of that holding back, all of that doubt, oh, there's not enough, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, they're better than me, it's never going to happen, I'm not worthy, it's not worth trying. Tune into all of that that's held your family line down. Tune into that right now. Take a big, deep breath, release a big sigh. I'm freeing us now. Tune into your mum, your dad, your grandpa, your grandma. Tune into all the people. See them in your mind's eye right now. Tune into all your ancestors standing around you right now. Tune into all your ancestors who passed down this pattern. And see them looking at you and believing in you now. Knowing the truth of who you are. Holding you up in your highest vibration. Feel them holding you up. Give them permission to hold you up as you rise. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I can do this. I believe in myself. I'm ready to trust myself. I'm ready to give it a try. Even though I'm still nervous. It's possible I can still give it a try. I'm ready to give it a try now. I don't have to hold back anymore. I'm ready to give it a try. And I have my whole ancestry on my side. They're rooting for me right now. Saying, yes, you can. Yes, you're ready. Do it, I dare you. We're here with you. Go for it. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tune into all of them right now. Tune into the opportunity of giving it a try. I want you to feel what that feels like, just to give it a try without expectation. Without putting anything on it, just to give it a try. Like you did when you were young. Like when that curious child that was free just loved to play and connect with others and express yourself. And how joyful it was just to express. Tune into that earlier part of yourself that knew so easily and was so in tune with just expressing without a second thought. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Tapping the little finger, I can give it a go now. I can start this. Because it's fun. Because it's what I'm here to do. And I can have fun doing it. I can make every step a play game. I can enjoy it. Because I'm enjoying the moment of it. So I want you to tune into what your next step is right now. Tune into your next step in expressing your life purpose, and it will be unique for each and every one of you. What's your next step? I want you to feel what that next step is. And I want you to feel any resistance to that next step that's there. Tune into that resistance. Just feel like, oh, I'm not going to do it, but I want to do it, right? Feel into the resistance of that next step. Take a big deep breath, release a sigh. Tapping a little finger. What if I fall flat on my face? What if I fail? love.
And I'm still worthy of love.
Even if I fall flat on my face.
Even if I fall flat on my face.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still worthy of love.
Even if they don't like it.
Even if they don't like it.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still worthy of love.
Even if they say no.
Even if they say no.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still worthy of love.
Tapping the side of the hand. Even if they judge me.
Even if they judge me.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still worthy of love.
Even if other people do it better.
Even if other people do it better.
I'm still worthy of doing it.
I'm still worthy of doing it.
I'm still worthy of being expressed.
I'm still worthy of being
I'm
expressed.
still worthy of doing what I love.
I'm still worthy of doing what I love.
And no one can stop me.
And no one can stop me.
I'm worthy of, and just name what you're worthy of doing.
I'm worthy of doing it.
I'm worthy of.
I'm worthy of.
I can do this.
I can do this.
I'm worthy of doing this.
I'm worthy of doing this.
Even if they say no.
Even if they say no.
Even if they name your worst nightmare.
Even if they.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still worthy of love.
I'm still a good human being.
I'm still a good human being.
I'm still worthy of continuing.
I'm still worthy of continuing.
Even if they name what it is.
Even if they.
I'm still worthy of doing it.
I'm still worthy of doing it.
Big deep breath, big sigh. I'm worthy of listening
I'm worthy of listening
to what's real for me
to what's real for me.
and what feels good inside.
What feels good inside.
It's possible that's guiding me to my purpose.
It's possible that's guiding me to my purpose.
Following what feels good inside.
Following what feels good inside.
Okay, I just want you to say out loud 10 things without thinking what feels really good for you. I feel really good when I feel really good when I say 10 things right now. Just don't think about it, just say it. And then say it again. I feel really good when I keep going through it. 10 times. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Tapping between the brows. It's possible this is my purpose. When I, and name those things again. When I'm following that good, blissful feeling.
I'm following that good, blissful feeling.
It's taking me on my purpose.
It's taking me on my purpose.
This bliss of doing, and name what those things are. This bliss of makes me feel good.
Makes me feel good.
It makes me feel on purpose.
Makes me feel on purpose.
When I am, and name what it is. When I am. It makes me want to do more of. What does make you want to do more of when you're doing that? Tapping the cheeks because it feels really. What are the top 3 emotions? And I can do that now. Because it feels good. I'm going to keep doing what feels good. It's possible that's my purpose. To do what feels good. To bring more of this good feeling. And keep following that good feeling. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping underneath the nose. And it's possible I can enjoy every step. I want you to tap your chest right now. Just close your eyes. I want you now just to tune into your life with those things that you said that you're doing. I want you to feel what they are right now. I want you to feel those in your life right now. I want you to see your life right now with those happening.
I dream so big and loud, I jump so
inspire others.
I get to inspire others.
I get to inspire myself.
I get to inspire myself.
I get to, and what do you get to do when you're living that life purpose? I get to. I get to. And that feels really wonderful. And I'm going to have fun doing it. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping the side of the ribs. Okay, so I want you to tune into your ultimate expression right now. Closing your eyes. Actually, place your hands on your knees right now. Open your palms to the sky. Root your bottom right onto the earth. Feel the alignment of your spine. Invigorate the energy in your palms as if you're pulling in energy into your field right now. Imagine yourself pulling in all of the energy from the universe as it invigorates your spirit. So you're pulling it in like two balls on either side of your hand, pulling in the energy, right? Pulling in the life force, pulling in the spirit. Tune into your heart right now. Tune into your soul. Tune into yourself before you entered this world. Tune into the impulse that made you say, I choose life. Tune into the impulse that said, I choose to be alive. Tune into the impulse that brought you into this body. Tune into the impulse that said, yes, I'm bringing this with me. I'm bringing this to the planet. Tune into the impulse that was so strong that it whipped you into space and time. That it brought you into the physical dimension. And here you are soaking in the physical field right now, embodied in the physical dimension. Animated by creation. Here to express creation. Tune into that impulse right now. And what does that impulse want to do? What does that impulse want to do with your life? What did that impulse choose to come and do? What are you here to come and do? Receive it from the impulse, because the impulse is still there, because you're still alive. Tune into the impulse of what it is. Receive that message right now. Receive the impulse. Now see that impulse rippling out through all of creation. Rippling out through all of the disbelief. Rippling out through all of the I can'ts. Take a big deep breath, release the big sigh. Bringing your hands into prayer in front of your chest. Bowing your head towards your heart for a moment. And have a quiet moment with your spirit. Saying thank you for bringing me here, and I hear you. And I'm here to let you be expressed through my life. Feel that yes now ripple into your life. Feel that yes, that your ultimate commitment is to spirit. That your ultimate commitment is to the embodiment of the fullness of your being and nothing else. Nothing else. No one's opinions, no one's thoughts, no, I can't. It is to this commitment of your spirit, and that is why you came here. Tune into that right now. Take a big deep breath into that commitment. Feel it go into every endeavor. What's next for you? Feel that energy going into the next endeavor and the endeavor after that. Feel that commitment of that grace. Touching every activity now. What's next? Tune into it going into that next step and the step after that. And how that grace is there with you each step of the way. Take a big deep breath. You guys ready to make it happen? Yes. Okay, I want you to dance and shake it out then. Ready?
This is a little bit different to the tapping method itself, but it helps to really move the energy through the system. It's called our shakeout session. Okay, so standing up, all you need to do is just tune into your body right now, drop into your body, feel what your body feels like. And now as you feel into your body, I want you just to start shaking your body. I want you to start with your feet and now move through the feet into the lower legs, up through the knees and into the hips. Move all the way up the legs as if you're jelly, shaking up and down, vibrating, allowing the energy just to jiggle. Okay, as we do that, we're going to now move it into the hips, jiggling the hips, allowing the energy just to flow as it spontaneously moves up and down through the system. Okay, let's move it into the belly, from the feet all the way up into the belly. Get your jiggle on. That's what you got to do. Okay, now move it all the way up into the heart. Feel it in the heart, the chest, the shoulders. Drop the shoulders back. Bring the blades together and then just let it all hang loose. Let it wobble up and down. Shake it out. Moving up into the neck, into the head. Drop the jaw. Let your jaw relax deeply and just shake your whole body now. Imagine yourself just meditating on the jiggle. That's what I call it. Meditate on the jiggle right now as we allow the body to spontaneously release any final tension that you've been holding inside the body. Taking a big deep breath in and a big sigh. Beautiful. Now I want you to just scrunch your whole face together as you allow your whole body to relax. Squeeze it tight as if you're squeezing a sponge. Take a big deep breath, big sigh. Okay, now lifting your energy right up to the sky. Pick your hands up, stretch your body tall. Imagine your body just opening up to all of the universe. Inhale, big breath in. And then on the exhale, bring it all the way down to your feet, touching your hands to your feet, allowing yourself just to rest down right now. And then inhale, slowly rolling up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, head comes up last. Grounding in your tailbone, feeling your shoulder blades drop down towards each other, bringing the neck slightly back. Feeling yourself grounded in the earth. Taking a big deep breath in. Exhale. Thank you so much for listening to the Dream Awake podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Partridge. If you're interested in taking your tapping practice a little deeper, we also have live tapping events. To find out more, head on over to jenniferpartridge.com and we'll see you next time.